Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
It'll be a 1-1 pitch. He popped him up. He's going to get it. Grosh's down from third. Grosh's makes the catch. Ball game over. A perfect game. A perfect game for David Cone. The third time works like a charm. It is the third perfect game in Yankee Stadium history. Don Larson in 56. David Wells in 98. David Cone in 99. 27 up, 27 down. David Cone has attained baseball immortality.
That was 24 years ago with John Sterling's final call of David Cone's perfect game. What transpired that day, and welcome inside the Alex Garrett Podcast Network. What's transpired that day not only was amazing for Yankee fans, but I and my dad happened to be at this very game on July 18th, 1999. It was the day Rudy Giuliani held a press conference outside Yankee Stadium, and the mayor of New York City bent on one knee just to say hello to me. It's the pictures on Instagram and everywhere. And then this was before the game. And then what transpired after that with Yogi and Don Larson on Yogi Berra Day. And then all of a sudden, David Cone took the mound. And what started as a few outs, then another few outs, then an amazing catch by Ricky Leday to save the day. A few hours later, and a rain delay later, turned into baseball immortality. And the cool thing, personally, was that not only did we get to be there, but years later, we tracked down David Cone and his catcher on the day, which I believe was Girardi. And we got to sign the baseball. A certain baseball that had Larson and Yogi, and I think David Wells as well. Maybe even Posada. And then Coney. And David Cone over the years has been so nice to talk to, so awesome to talk to. And so 24 years ago, this city was a perfect day. And in my next segment, you're going to hear from Luigi Squeegee Castillo about it. But don't you wish that baseball was that perfect for the Yankees right now? Don't you wish that we had that nostalgia again? Don't you wish that maybe a day like today could inspire the current Yankees to do good on the rest of this road trip? Maybe it will. And this 2023 Yankees had a perfect game with Domingo Germán, who joined this elite club. But the 1999, 1998 perfect games was just part of that aura, that historic championship season. That was 98 and then 99. Historic 98, but 99 was pretty historic too. I mean, come on, they won the World Series again. And that was their second in a row and third in 4 years. You can't beat that. But I hope a day like today, where I know will honor David Cone's perfect game on the Yes Network. You'll probably see it on Yankees Classics. You've probably seen it today on Yes. You'll probably hear him talk about it when he takes the mic in Anaheim, when the Angels and the Yankees square off. But from the outsider, don't you hope that a day like today, when they honor such perfection, it inspires this team to shape up a little bit? To know that it wasn't just a perfect game, but that it was an energy. And as you'll hear from Squeegee Castillo, the man who really was, keeping David Cone warm within the bowels of Yankee Stadium as he threw to him, during that 33-minute rain delay. That energy is not there right now. But I hope a moment like 24 years ago, whenever it gets honored, becomes a memory that can inspire this generation of Yankees to have that energy, that will. Not saying they don't, but to get that boost of, hey, we want to be historic as those teams were. That should be our goal. That should be our honest to God end goal. Shouldn't it? Well, stay tuned after the break. It's Luigi Squeegee on the Alex Garrett Sports Spotlight. And then tomorrow, might have a friend of mine, Danny Voice, on the adaptive side of things. But for now, sticking with this historic moment. David Cohn's perfect game 24 years ago today. We hear from the man who was closest to Coney that day, Luigi Squeegee Castillo.
It'll be a 1-1 pitch. He popped him up. He's going to get it. Grosh's down from third. Grosh's makes the catch. Ball game over. A perfect game. A perfect game for David Cohn. The third time works like a charm. It is the third perfect game in Yankee Stadium history. Don Larson in 56. David Wells in 98. David Cohn in 99. 27 up, 27 down. David Cohn has attained baseball immortality.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but 24 years ago today, something magical happened, and someone right in the heart of that magic that was David Cohn's perfect game is actually joining me. Luigi Squeegee, we've talked before, Luigi, and you were Coney's guy during that rain delay. 24 years later, I know it's not a blur to you. It's all there, vivid, isn't it?
Hey, Alex, man. Wow, man. I can't believe it's 24 years. Happy anniversary to David Cohn on his 24-year anniversary of the perfect game, July 18, 1999. And to all the Yankee fans, today I think it should be a holiday. Call it the David Cohn Day and / Yogi Berra Day. It was a beautiful memory that I still cherish in my heart. It plays vividly in my heart every day, and especially on today, every year. And we talk about it a lot, me and David, when we're around each other and with our kids and our families, and then we get a chuckle out of it when we go back into memory lane.
What people may not remember, and I'm sure people do, is there was a huge rain delay, and I know that was where your time to shine was. You actually caught David Cohn, in the bowels of Yankee Stadium during that rain delay, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, it was a 33-minute rain delay. I mean, it was a beautiful day in the third inning. We got a lot of showers, and we had to go in the clubhouse and get ready and, go in the clubhouse and wait for the call to get back on the field. And we got the call, and I was heading out to prepare the dugout. And David was right behind me walking out the clubhouse door of the old Yankee Stadium. And he called me up and he said, hey, can you warm me up? And I got a glove and he had a ball and we started warming up in the bowels of Yankee Stadium. And so just to give people a vision, in the old Yankee Stadium, there were pipes, Alex, that you know of, that were real low. And David was skipping them off the roof, and I was ducking. I had no catching gear on, and it was kind of comical. And then he goes, let's go on the field. So we went down the narrow hallway down into the dugout, and we started warming up on the field. And the Montreal Expos with Javier Vasquez was ready on the mound warming up, and we were getting ready to hit. And we warmed up a little bit more. I threw the ball. The last ball I threw back to him was a one bounce. He picked it up nonchalant. And he tossed it back to me, and I put it in my back pocket, not thinking of a perfect game, but just that I warmed up my childhood idol for the first time during his starting day. And we used to practice a lot with Mel Stottlemyre during batting practice. He would teach me how to pitch, but that was the first time we ever warmed up during a game. And, it's call it, all the stars were aligned, that he did some warming up and it kept his arm loose. And that's the only warming up he did to resume the game, and he considers me a good luck charm, and I'm very grateful that he put me into the Yankee history and made me a part of his historical day.
Luigi, I know it gets emotional talking about David as a person. Tell me why.
He's a big brother. He's what you see is what you get with David. He'll take his shirt off his back for anyone. The man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, not only for the perfect game, but what he's done for baseball and what he's done off the field for so many urban communities and so many children around the world. The man is a great mentor, a great father, a great husband, and he's just a great overall human being. And, you know, no one has anything bad to say about David because he was a great teammate. He was a winner, and he loves to always give back because he understands.
Real quick, do you ever give him feedback on how he does announcing? He's a great announcer too, isn't he?
Oh, one of the best. Everyone tells me, and he gets it a lot too, that when they see him, the fans, they tell him they tune in because of David. He's got a spectacular career so far in broadcasting. He gives you a good insight when you're watching at home on TV, and he just makes you want to not change the channel. And, you know, he's blessed. He's very talented, intelligent, and he's old school and loves the new school analytics, and he brings both worlds into one to all the fans of the Yankees, and it's so special to hear him call games with Michael Kay.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence he's on the mic tonight in Anaheim as they play the Angels. Now, real quick, last time we had you on, we promoted your newest book. How is that book doing, and anything else in the works that you want to share while we have you today?
It's doing great. Thank God to all the supporters out there supporting The Lucky Baseball by Luigi Castillo, an inspirational book for children. It's on Amazon, and, you know, it's just a great read for kids. It gives kids motivation and to chase their dreams and to never give up. And you're always going to have people to lift you up and get you to your goal. And, you know, things that are coming up right now is where we're doing more charity. I just finished a boat ride with the Christian Rivera Foundation for Kids with Cancer. We raised good money over the weekend. We got the Bat Boy. We're going to start touring again for the Rain to Grown story, 50 years in baseball. And we're looking to help more families in different states in need. And that's what it's all about, the way George Steinbrenner was and the Yankee way, giving back and helping others.
When you walked in the stadium in 1998 and before, did you realize that you yourself was going to make this kind of impact 24 years later? I mean, I know you kind of see yourself as just a kid from New York, but you grew into a man through the Yankees organization, you know? Yeah,
Alex. I gotta tell you, man, it's. I still pinch myself. It's a dream come true. You know, it's inspirational, and I was very fortunate and blessed, and I thank God for everything and for the opportunity, and I just want every kid to understand in New York that doesn't matter where you come from. If you put in the work and you stay focused and you stay in a positive road, you can achieve anything you want in life. And I'm a perfect example of that. And I just want to, you know, continue to motivate children around the tri-state area through my foundation, Squeegee Children's Literacy, not-for-profit. And
say that a little slower, just so we get the full name there.
Just want to give, you know, help back to the kids of the tri-state area through my foundation, Squeegee's Children's Literacy Foundation, non-for-profit, that I've been now for 10 years doing this, going to schools and giving book bags and motivational speeches to kids. So it's the way Steinbrenner taught us and the way my mentors, Derek Jeter and David Cohn, have taught me. So I just love giving back, and it makes my heart smile. And it's the Yankee way. I keep saying it because that's what it is. You know, it's tradition.
All right, we're both Yankee fans to this day, but from where you sit, what's got to change in the second half of the season? I don't understand the struggles. It can't just be that Judge is hurt, right? I mean, I want your insight into today's world because it's nothing like it was 24 years ago.
I mean, for me, looking, you know, outside looking in now, I think what's missing is leadership. You know, it takes the chemistry in the clubhouse that has to transpire on the field. And it looks like this team is a little beaten up. They look like, once the game starts, it's already over. They need a fire under their behinds or something. I'm not just myself. I feel the Yankee fans, I get feedback from a lot of fans that are tired of seeing them lose. And they have a great team. They have the potential. It just starts in the clubhouse. I can't talk about what goes on in the clubhouse because I'm not there anymore. But when I was in the dynasty era, all 25 men were together as like an army. And there's no iron team. And everyone went out there with the mentality of we're going to win today. And if we lost, we bounce back the next day. But you have to have that eye of the tiger before the first pitch.
All right, one last question, because today's Yankees did see a perfect game by Domingo Germán. First time since Coney did it. Did it give you flashbacks? Did it give you like that kind of sense of, wow, this takes me back a little bit?
Oh, yeah. I text Coney that morning when it happened with Domingo. He had a 29-minute delay, so it was kind of like ironic that there were similarities in that kind of perfect game with Domingo and Cone with the delay. And he kept himself loose, Domingo, as well. And, it just brought back so many memories once he threw the last pitch and put himself into baseball immortality with David Cone, Don Larson, and David Wells. So, kudos to Domingo, and I hope he understands the unique club he's in now. And hopefully he continues to give back as well as the other guys did and are doing.
Squeegee, thanks so much for the time. I know it's been busy. Your phone's off the hook. And thanks so much for joining the Alex Garrett Sports Spotlight for a little bit today.
Love you, brother. Always, Alex. You're the best, man. Love your podcast. And kudos to all the Yankees fans. Let's hang in there. We still got a shot.
Amen, brother. Thank you. Love you, man. And this has been the Alex Garrett Sports Spotlight featuring Luigi Squeegee Castillo.